is tired, but my soul is resting. And in the real sense this afternoon, we can say that our feet are tired and our souls are somewhat rested. They told us that we would never get here. They told us that we would never get here over their dead bodies. But the thing is, we are here. We are standing here today before the forces of power in Alabama saying that we will not be turned around by nobody. How long? Not long, because no lie shall live forever. How long? Not long, because you shall reap what you sow. How long? Not long, because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice.
Many people think that the cries of outrage over racism by African Americans are directed at white people, which makes them frightened, defensive, and equally outraged. They feel they are being blamed for a problem that has been going on for many decades, even centuries. They are being singled out because of the color of their skin rather than any actions they have taken. They are singled out and really mad because of the injustice. And rightfully so. Why should they be attacked and blamed for something they didn't do? This is exactly how black people feel. When black people are protesting in Ferguson and in New York and across America, they are not protesting against white people. Now, maybe this seems obvious, but it's worth stating. In fact, in the case of Ferguson, it's not wrong to be white. Maybe a few people in America think so, but that's it. What racial justice activists and protesters in Ferguson do believe is that it is wrong to not scrutinize what race means in our society today. How implicit bias shapes everything from our neighborhoods, to our economy, to who gets to live and to who gets to die. When they're not doing anything else but holding a toy gun.
Student board. Not only does she have just an incredible mind, she has a fantastic, incredible attitude, and she will be attending the University of Iowa on a full academic scholarship. She's one of the pride of the southern suburbs. Please welcome Ariana Bird, Secretary of the Student Board.
It is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Pastor Ferlander N. Lewis. He is the pastor of the New Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church in Harvey, Illinois.
A gift from God. But I've learned that if you're going to give honor for the gift and honor to the gifted, we certainly ought to honor the one who is the giver of the gift. Come on, somebody. The scriptures teach us that every good and perfect gift finds its origin from above. Today, we honor the life of Martin Luther King Jr., who is a gift from, we say. What can we say? What should we say, and much has been shared and much ought to continue to be shared, but I wrestled, and I don't mind being a little transparent here, I wrestled, God speaks as he oftentimes does, privacy of my own praying chambers, and he brought to conviction the need to share with this people that we all have been afforded the power to produce. We have power to produce. Understand that God has not created anything simply to occupy space and time and remain dormant on the landscape of creativity. Everything that God has created, he has intrinsically invested in it power to become and remain productive. I'm here to suggest to you today, brothers and sisters, that as a people, especially as a people who's created in his image and after his likeness, it is imperative that we hasten our efforts and our energies to produce that which God has assigned to our lives. That's what Martin King Jr. did. He shows that that we also can be a productive people, confident faith. For he says in verse number 11, he says simply and profoundly, he says, I have learned whatsoever state I am in, therewith to be content. He says, if you make me a base, I can handle it. If you elevate me, I can handle it. With money, I can handle it. But even if I don't have money, I can handle it. Put me on the east, I can handle it. Put me in the dungeon, I can handle it. How many of you know with the Lord on your side, you ought to be content?
Here today, and our young people, is very encouraging to me and gives me optimism for the future. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the media constantly bombards us with negative images of our young people. If you didn't know better, you'd think that all of our young people are gangbangers and drug dealers shooting up the neighborhood. But we know that's not the case. As is evidenced by the quality of the students in attendance here today, we know that many young people want to do the right thing.
And sacrifice against all odds cannot and should not ever be forgotten. His unrelenting pursuit of peace, his commitment to character and justice, and his passion for education and moving forward is needed just as much today, if not more. There's no greater statement to working the dream than a youth or an adult who is educated and adequately prepared and equipped for our global society.